Okay, welcome to the third part of the video. Let's revisit what we have done previously, right? And where we left off. So what we've done last time is we have implemented the red, green, and refactor step for step two. Yeah. And while you were away, I have also implemented a couple of things. One is we have secured the endpoints. We have added a security module, right? And also Swagger for documentation. And I have implemented the red green refactor for step three. Yeah. So let's just look at the first one where we have secured the endpoint. So what we've actually done here is to basically add these three dependencies, right? We've added the OAuth2 resource server to secure all the APIs, and then we have added these two for Swagger. Yeah. So if you were to look at so basically what we've done is we've added the security config here, yeah, which says that all requests has to be authorized except for these three, right? Which is the Swagger endpoints. All has to be authenticated, right? And all will be treated as an OAuth2 resource server with the authorization mechanism being JWT. Yeah. Okay. And then how it looks like code-wise is so basically all requests, right, will have to be accompanied by an authorization token. Yeah. So if you look here, what we've added is the token that we got from Keycloak last time, right? Now has to be passed here as an authorization header. Yeah. And at the controller side, so as you can see, we've added this authentication principal parameter to the controller, which means that all API requests will be intercepted, right? And the JWT will be extracted. Yeah, and then from the JWT we can get a lot of information lah. Yeah, and in this example, what we are getting is JWT, the customer number, sorry, the customer number, right, as a claim in the JWT token. So customer number is basically a customer's unique identification number in the bank, right? So for example, me, Zaki, I will have one customer number, right, with multiple account numbers. Yeah. So no matter what products I subscribe to at the bank, I will only have one customer number. Yeah, and that will be passed to the backend, right, to be checked to ensure that whoever is making all these inquiries or transactions is a genuine customer that is related to that account number. Okay, the other thing that we've added is Swagger, yeah, which means that maybe I can just share a bit. Swagger, okay, so Swagger, just run this first. Services, run. Okay, so there is a documentation for our API already, right, in the form of Swagger. You can try it out. To authorize everything, you have to include the bearer token that you can obtain from Keycloak, right? So that all API calls, for example, I'm just trying to make a bogus call with a bogus token. Yeah? So yeah, it will fail status 401 because it's not an invalid token. Okay, right. So back to our code. Um, Apart from that, like I said, I have also implemented step 3. Yeah, okay, look at this step dev. So this is one of the good thing about implementing this red green refactor and test driven development. Yeah, um, if you discipline yourself well enough to commit after each step, right, you will be able to know where you are, right, in terms of fulfilling the whole requirement. It helps to get you back in the flow of the development partner, basically. Yeah, so as you can see, right, I've implemented step 3, red green refactor. Yeah, so what is step 3? Let's just revisit that. Step 3 is basically this, right? My wife has a valid account number, blah 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 blah. Yeah, so if you look at the step definition, this is step 1, this is step 2, this is step 3, right? So step 3, more or less like step 2, right? The test scenario. You try to hit this endpoint, right? But we have a different endpoint called holder name. Yeah. Before we start, we have to mock ESB to return this information to us, right? And then when we perform the test, we should expect that it's okay. It returns okay, and it also returns account holder information. Consists of account number and holder name, right? Um, then we assert that the account holder name is equal to the holder name that we expected, which is me that was passed from the feature file, right? Which is me. Okay. Okay. All right. So in terms of the code itself, right? In terms of the implementation itself, is straightforward. There is a new endpoint called holder name, right? And it goes and call the account service, which has a different method called get account holder. So what get account holder is basically no different from the ESB call to get account info for step 2, right? It's basically the same step to simplify this whole thing. Although in reality it could be different ESB call. Yeah. So based on that, then we return this account holder object back to front end. That's all. It's as simple as that. We've also updated the um, account service test, right? So previously it was just returning account balance. Now it should also return account holder name, right? Okay. Let me see what else have we done. Oh yeah, so that means that the account in ESB account info response now has an additional field called holder name. Okay, so I think we'll leave it at that first, right? For this part of the video. In the next part of the video, we will continue to implement step 4, right? Okay, so this is the actual implementation of the API, of the actual fund transfer, right? And then we'll see how once we've implemented this, uh, it will impact the subsequent steps also, right? Where it says that you should receive this message, and also when the customer view the transaction history, they will see this. Yeah. Okay. Um, I think that's all from me. Yeah. See you in the next episode. Thank you.